Hey guys, everyone. Today we are reacting to why Drifloon is the best Pokemon storyline animated, and I can't wait to see.
I feel like your favorite
Leave the
Pokemon can
original
say a
video down
lot
below. You
about
should
you
already
as a
know
person.
to see what pops.
Like, for example, this favorite Pokemon means you enjoy competitive
Awesome.
battling. This favorite Pokemon means that your room is probably way cuter than mine.
Probably.
This favorite Pokemon
I do like seeing it.
means that you barely know what Pokemon is and you call them all Pikachu.
Wait, I
Or
do know those
maybe you
people.
just like the classics.
My sister know those people.
So that gets me wondering, what does my favorite Pokemon say about me? It's hard to tell because it has a bad reputation. Hi, I'm Sai, and let me introduce you all to my favorite Pokemon.
Ah,
Its name
that's
is Drifloon. It's a round purple balloon with cute little heart-shaped hands, a tiny cloud hat, and a hankering for kidnapping.
yeah.
Yeah, if you know anything about the lore of Pokemon, this Pokemon
No,
probably
it's
freaks you
kind of
out
crazy.
because Drifloon is known as
Let's
the
do that.
Pokemon that steals people's children.
They're like a cousin here coming
And
out.
that is horrifying
Here,
for
here.
sure. Now, here's the thing that I need all of you to understand in order to understand my personal love for Drifloon.
Okay.
For each generation of Pokemon games, there are two games that come out.
Right.
They're similar games, but they're not the same game. And one difference is that each game has a different description of the Pokemon inside the game.
Oh, I
All
see what
that
you're doing
stuff
with it.
about stealing children and carrying them away was from Pokemon Pearl's description of Drifloon. But when I was a kid, I didn't have Pokemon Pearl. I played the other Pokemon game that came out that year,
I got big
Pokemon
diamond.
Diamond. And in this game's description
I
of
usually
Drifloon,
go with the second with
it
the best.
said
Let me
this
see
about it:
why down.
it loves damp, humid seasons. Let me repeat that. It loves damp, humid seasons. So instead of being
Yeah, that's
aware
kind
of any
it's kind of
crimes
crazy.
against humanity that this balloon has committed, I
I
thought
didn't
I
know
wanted to
when
go on
different.
a tropical
I
vacation.
know there are a bunch of Pokemon that I see,
And because of that, I don't really
but I
think
didn't
it's
know
fair to
the
judge
same
Drifloon
game
and my
in the
love for
generation
him
of
off of some random throwaway description. It hadn't a game that I didn't even play.
Hey, that's
I
fair.
think that Drifloon's reputation
They'll
has
show us
suffered
no
enough
no ears.
from too
Like
many
this,
top
this
10
is why you never
creepiest
know.
things you missed in Pokemon games videos. Think about it. No one's like, why do you like Eevee? Is it because of this Pokedex description that says their genetic code responds to radiation?
Bruh.
No.
Nah.
They like it because it's cute, and they have good memories with it. We judge Pokemon by their design, and the memories we have with them.
Shoot.
And I think that
My
Drifloon
favorite
deserves
Pokemon is
that
Snivy.
same treatment. Design-wise, Drifloon is adorable. But more important than that to me are my first memories of him in Pokemon Diamond when I was a kid. I remember one day I was walking through the Valley Windworks area when I saw him, a little
Hey.
Drifloon sprite standing
I love the
outside
fearless right.
near the wind turbines.
The
In my kid brain, I associated seeing Pokemon sprites just standing around in the overworld with legendaries. So I thought it was a legendary at first. I was panicked about having to catch a
I'll
legendary
give
this
you a
early
kind
in the
of
game.
iPod.
I decided that it would be best to
Kind of like
leave
Side Cop.
and plan how to catch it the next day. But the next day,
Yeah, with Pop.
Drifloon was gone. I searched for him everywhere, but I couldn't find him. So a week went by, and when the next Friday came, I was lucky enough to stumble back there to find him again. This time around, I battled him,
That's
caught
just my
him,
Pops. I'm dead.
and added him to my team. And I
No,
named him
hold on.
Looney. This time around, I battled
I gotta
him, caught
read
him,
the names.
and added him to my
Pops, Char, Scar, Flybot 2000,
team.
and Scar, Mero.
And I named him Looney.
Okay. And then Looney.
He was
We didn't
so
do the next
cute,
Mero.
and I was so excited to have him. But then I realized that to travel with me on my team, I'd be taking him away from this area, which was his home. And I felt horrible about that. As a kid, I always felt bad when
Wow.
other kids would let go of their balloons and their balloons would fly away. And I'm sure that contributed to my thoughts that Drifloon deserved to have a permanent home. So, to combat these guilty feelings, every time I'd play Pokemon Diamond, I'd try to make sure to take Looney back to the Valley Windworks. Each time I played, until
Oh,
we beat the Elite
I
Four and
forgot
became
the Pokemon
champion,
Power you better
we'd
know.
return to this area, so he wouldn't have to be sad about leaving his home, and
Yeah,
he wouldn't
I'm
be
not saying
a
how you
lost
supposed
balloon.
to have it, but yeah.
I know it might sound a little silly now, but the fact that I did this made this area of the game one of the most nostalgic for me, and I think back on it very fondly.
They're nice though.
I eventually
I really
learned
enjoyed the
that
story.
Drifloon wasn't a legendary Pokemon, that Pokemon inside of video games don't actually have feelings that you could hurt. And many years later, I learned about Drifloon's bad reputation online because of that freaky Pokemon Pearl description. But none of these things could stop my love for Drifloon, because I'll always remember with a childish wonder about my excitement when I first saw him, taking him home, and our victory over the champion. I also am glad that in the most recent Pokemon games, they
I love
sort
that
of
you didn't write
changed
either.
Drifloon's description from wanting to steal kids to wanting to make friends with kids. But they also added this description, which is horrifying in its own way. So you win some, you lose some, I guess.
Yeah.
As for what liking Drifloon says about me as a person, I'd have to go with that I feel a lot of empathy for inanimate objects, and if I
Fair.
watch
Fair
balloons float
line
away, I will cry.
for Gobodor.
If you want to see more of my animated stories, please subscribe and hit the bell, and comment down below what your favorite Pokemon is and why you like them. Thanks so much for
Alright, that does it for the video. Make sure to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. I'll see you guys in another video. Peace.